Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
I never thought I'd be one to seek out therapy, let alone hypnotherapy. But then again, I never thought I'd move to Blackwood Creek either. This isolated pocket of old-growth forest and forgotten logging roads in rural Washington was supposed to be my fresh start after everything. Instead, it became the birthplace of my nightmares. They started subtly enough. Muffled screams, shadowy figures darting through ancient trees, a cold, crushing dread that clung to me even after I woke up, drenched in sweat. Then they grew more vivid, more specific. I saw a place, a clearing deep in the woods, dominated by a crude, towering monolith of dark stone, worn smooth by centuries of wind and rain. The locals called it the Whispering Stone, and they avoided it. I, however, felt an unnatural pull towards it in my dreams. That's when I found Dr. Mae O'Brien. Her clinic was tucked away in a converted lumber mill, smelling faintly of cedar and something else I couldn't quite place, ozone, maybe, or damp earth. Dr. O'Brien herself was soft-spoken, with kind, knowing eyes, but there was an unsettling stillness about her, like a predator patiently waiting. She came highly recommended as a specialist in repressed trauma and spiritual alignment. I was desperate. "Tell me about the stone, Lexi," she'd say, her voice a low hum, guiding me deeper into trance. "What do you feel there? What do you remember?" The sessions were intense. I'd float in a hazy void, images and sensations flitting at the edges of my awareness. Sometimes a name would surface, Claudia Robinson, a young woman who vanished from Blackwood Creek almost 10 years ago, her case still unsolved, a local urban legend. I didn't know her, I was sure of it, but the name echoed in my subconscious, a ghost in my dreamscapes. After each session, I felt drained, but also hollowed out, like a part of me had been scooped clean. And that's when the strange things started happening in my small cabin. My keys would vanish from the hook only to reappear on the kitchen counter. I'd hear faint whispers when no one was there, just at the periphery of my hearing, like dry leaves skittering across wood. One night, I found my antique compass, a family heirloom I kept on my desk, pointing not north, but directly towards the Whispering Stone, its needle vibrating violently. I chalked it up to stress, residual effects of the therapy, maybe even the isolation getting to me. But a primal, instinctive paranoia, a trait I'd always had, urged me to do something unconventional. Before my last session, I slipped my phone into my jacket pocket, set to record. I told myself it was for future reference, to track my progress, but deep down, I feared I needed proof of something, anything, to make sense of the unraveling. The session was deeper than any before. Dr. O'Brien's voice was like warm honey, pulling me down, down, down. I remember a flash of pure white light, then darkness, then a profound sense of ancientness, cold and hungry. I felt like I was reaching for something, or something was reaching for me. When I came out of it, I was exhausted, my limbs heavy, my mind a murky fog. Dr. O'Brien simply smiled, a serene, almost triumphant expression on her face. "We've made excellent progress today, Lexi," she'd said. "You're almost ready." Ready for what? I didn't ask. I just wanted to go home and sleep. Later that evening, restless and unable to shake the lingering unease, I pulled out my phone. My thumb hovered over the playback button. Part of me dreaded what I might hear, what forgotten horrors I might have dredged up. But another, colder part needed to know. I made myself a cup of herbal tea, sat on my worn armchair, and pressed play. The initial recording was mundane. The creak of the chair, Dr. O'Brien's gentle greeting, my own hesitant responses. Then her voice took on that hypnotic cadence, guiding me, lulling me. I could hear myself falling into the trance, my breathing deepening, slowing. Then came the questions, the quiet suggestions. "Tell me what you saw at the Whispering Stone, Lexi. That night. Tell me about the shifting shadows, the hum of the earth." A long pause, then my voice, strained, almost a whisper. The light. It wasn't natural. The air, it tasted of copper and rain, it wanted to feed. Dr. O'Brien. And Claudia Robinson, where was she in all of this, Lexi? Remember the sacrifice, remember the offering. My voice laced with horror. "No, I just saw it. I was just there. I couldn't stop it. The branches, they reached, they pulled her down into the stone. It wasn't the forest. It was hungry. Dr. O'Brien. Good, very good, Lexi. You are remembering, you are opening. The stone has been quiet too long. It needs a keeper, a voice. It needs to fully awaken. And you, Lexi, you are its conduit. We just needed to clear away the static, the fear, the doubt. Soon, the cycle will be complete. On the next full moon, we will gather at the stone, and you will lead us. You will call it forth. I let the phone clatter to the floor, my hands trembling violently. The cup of tea slipped from my grasp, shattering on the wooden floor. I wasn't just remembering a past event. I was being actively shaped, twisted into something I didn't understand. Dr. Mae O'Brien wasn't healing me. She was molding me, preparing me to unleash an ancient, malevolent force. The whispering stone wasn't just a landmark. It was an altar, and I was its unwilling priestess. The whispers in my cabin weren't residual stress. They were the stone, calling. And the next full moon was only a week away. I don't know what to do. I can't leave this town. I feel like the forest itself is watching me, waiting. And what if I'm already too deep, too changed? What if I want to call it forth?
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.